Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rams will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A quick pass on the jet motion. Keeps the legs moving. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On the move, he fires. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down, no harm, no foul.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Rams moving quickly to the line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's McCoy.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And the Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down, and he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down.
Next, the with the score, Colorado State 14, Utah State.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Dances away from the heat. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rams! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Utah State up-tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% this season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Moving away from pressure. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll pull it on the read. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Utah State up-tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He wants to throw here on second down. Now improvising. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Going up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Looking down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Afterburners coming. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wants to throw it. He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover two, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel in the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. They'll give it to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Rams headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He wants to pass it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Anger. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Buys a little time. Throws to the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Reacted well to the tip, and just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. Past the 30. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado State. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's looking for a man on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. When you have to lay out and you have to reach that football, you could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on 4th down.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Rams want to pick up the tempo with the run on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're going to run it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, I love the little play action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 17 to Appalachian State.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado State 57, Utah State 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of... And they've got it right on the doorstep.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Utah State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Garrison. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, and then a first down, get a new set of downs.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll pull it down and run. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Utah State up-tempo.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not...
Pulls it in on the left. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll go to the ground. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. With the catch, it's Garrison. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Looking deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. On the ground, it's Hunt. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now we're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
The Rams want to move quickly. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Down, it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Split backs here. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Bell. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.